Fraud in the freight industry is a persistent threat that poses significant challenges to businesses involved in transportation and logistics. From double brokering to identity theft, various forms of fraudulent activities can disrupt operations, lead to financial losses, and damage reputations. In this video, we'll dive into some common types of fraud prevalent in the freight industry, such as double brokering, broker impersonation, fuel advance fraud, and identity theft. Moreover, we'll explore preventative measures to mitigate these risks. It's important to understand the different types of fraud in the freight industry. First, double brokering. Double brokering occurs when a broker accepts a load from a shipper, but then contracts the same load to another carrier without the shipper's knowledge. This practice leads to payment disputes, delays in delivery, and potential loss of goods. Now, let's talk about some preventative measures. Vet brokers and carriers thoroughly before engaging in transactions. Implement strict contracts and agreements with clear clauses prohibiting double brokering. Utilize load tracking and monitoring technologies to ensure transparency and accountability throughout the supply chain. Next, broker impersonation. Broker impersonation involves individuals or entities posing as legitimate freight brokers to deceive carriers or shippers. These imposters often disappear after receiving payments, leaving victims with financial losses and disrupted operations. Some preventative measures for broker impersonation. Verify the credentials and legitimacy of brokers through reliable sources, such as industry associations or regulatory agencies. Establish secure communication channels and protocols to authenticate broker identities. Conduct regular audits and reviews of financial transactions to detect any irregularities or suspicious activities. Next, fuel advance fraud. Fuel advance fraud occurs when dishonest carriers request fuel advances from brokers or shippers but fail to deliver the promised services. These fraudulent activities not only result in monetary losses, but also tarnish the reputation of trustworthy carriers. Let's explore some preventative measures. Implement stringent verification processes to validate carrier credentials and track record. Limit the frequency and amount of fuel advances granted to carriers, especially those with limited or dubious credibility. Utilize fuel card programs or digital platforms that offer enhanced security features and real-time monitoring transactions. Next, identity theft. Identity theft involves the unauthorized use of personal or corporate information to commit fraudulent activities in the freight industry. Criminals may steal identities of brokers, carriers, or shippers to engage in illicit transactions, leading to financial damages and legal repercussions. Some preventative measures for identity theft are safeguard sensitive information through encryption, password protection, and other cybersecurity measures. Educate employees and stakeholders about the risks of identity theft and provide training on detecting and reporting suspicious activities. Regularly monitor credit reports and financial statements for any signs of unauthorized transactions or unusual patterns. Now, let's discuss how TransCredit can help in combating fraud. TransCredit offers comprehensive credit reports on brokers, shippers, and carriers, providing valuable insights into their financial stability, operational history, and reputation within the industry. By leveraging TransCredit services, businesses can make informed decisions, mitigate risks, and safeguard against fraudulent activities. Here's how TransCredit can help. TransCredit's credit reports offer reliable and up-to-date information on the financial health and credibility of brokers, shippers, and carriers, enabling businesses to assess the trustworthiness of their partners. By analyzing credit reports from TransCredit, companies can identify potential red flags and assess the risk of engaging with certain entities involved in the freight industry. TransCredit services facilitate thorough due diligence processes, allowing businesses to verify the legitimacy of brokers and carriers and mitigate the risk of fraud and financial losses. TransCredit's robust credit reporting capabilities help detect fraudulent activities such as double brokering, broker impersonation, and identity theft by providing insights into the background and reputation of industry stakeholders. Fraud in the freight industry poses significant challenges to businesses, but proactive measures and effective solutions can help mitigate risks and safeguard against financial losses. By understanding the different types of fraud, implementing preventative measures, and leveraging services like TransCredit's credit reports, companies can protect their interests, maintain trust within the supply chain, and ensure smooth operations in the dynamic world of transportation and logistics. We appreciate you for watching, and we hope you found this information useful. Be sure to check out our blog at www.transcredit.com, where this information and more is readily available. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at TransCredit. We'll see you next time.